everyone, Strider here from Hold Your Line, and I'm going to demonstrate the anatomy of a exercise I came up with based off of kettlebell swing and just the idea of finding your core and using a pendulum to reinforce it. So I've got two 30-pounds here. Personally, my favorite is actually a couple of 50-pounders, but you do need some decent weight to do it, but always good to start light and be smart. So a couple of 10-pounders, 15, start around there. I go feet together, and first thing I do is find my center. So tall spine, I use heels in the ground. If you have an arch, make that arch. You should have an arch. Rotate the hips out, kind of the yoga block, rotate out, pop the kneecaps, pull the quads up, really reinforces your base. And then tall to the top of the head. If you need to bring the chin back a little bit, whatever it takes to get those shoulder blades engaged, kind of drop the shoulders back and in. I like to think of a couple of strings being pulled down my shoulder blades, into my back pockets, down to my heels. So really loading up that posterior chain. If you don't know what that feels like, I've got some other drills to work for that. But once you get that locked in, I'm essentially in a standing plank. I don't want to break that plank. If this happens, broken plank. If you do this in push-ups, broken plank, broken core, okay? So we're really simplifying a kettlebell swing in the suitcase style with two of these, and I'm just gonna get it going, a little momentum. So once you lock it in, squeeze my glutes, keep that tall spine. Once I lock it in, it almost starts to take care of itself. There's an automation here. I don't know the name of them, those little balls that hang, they're like 5 or 6 metal balls. You start on one end and you lift one up and it hits all of them, and it goes across and knocks the next one up and creates this nice pendulum. I think of that. So the energy is running from back and front. I'm focused on just planking out, staying tall, relax the shoulders, the rotator cuff, the shoulder blade will stay connected on its own. And once you get going, you can go into what I call the trust fall swing. You gotta trust that those weights are gonna keep you from falling. So the harder I swing, the further I go. If it starts to do this or this, that's gonna be all broken, you'll lose all your power. But if you really feel locked in, your body naturally lengthens tall, it braces itself, and everything is simplified and nearly automated. So I'll do little things while I'm swinging that, where I rotate the shoulders, open those shoulders up, rotate them out. So I swing forward, just find the pendulum. At first I was kind of moving my hips, now I'm just locked in. It's kind of funny, but once you do it, you feel the benefit. There's some strength in there. It's a great warm-up tool, but I like it because it simplifies your form, gives you simple things to work on, and work into that element of automation. You do enough reps where the movement almost takes care of itself, and you're just an observer, enjoying and making sure that you stay on target and stay connected. These kind of drills can be fascinating, a great way to warm up the system and check in. If you feel like you have something tight or weak feeling, you know what to do. Go release those muscles, reset the tone, reset the movement, some Indian clubs, some hip flexor stretches, some calf stretches. Make sure your foot feels stable on the floor the whole time, and a lot of good feedback. Make sure you're prepped for whatever it is you're off to do. And that is the trust fall swing.